USRA B Mods, 24 entries making their way in. And J.C. Morton, who ended up winning the only feature we had last week in the Hermitage Lumber late models, will start on the pole in the 18M out of Springfield, Missouri. Buffalo's J.C. Newell on his outside in the number 83. John Sheets, a five-time winner on the season already out of Nevada, Missouri, to start inside road number 2 in the number 8. And Trevor Drake on his outside in the 7L. Wide open, Waylon Dimmitt in the number 11 out of Camden to start inside row number 3. Jakes Boney on his outside. London McClure from St. Joe, Missouri in 7th. Starting 8th is Ryan Gilmore out of Springfield in the 66. Row 5 has Colson Kirk and B.J. Dill lined up side by side. Stockton, Missouri's Robbie Ewing to start inside row 6. Mitchell Franklin on the outside of him in the F1. TJ Yount in the number 13 from Greenfield, Missouri. Starting in 13th, Parker Smith on his outside. And then in row 8, Keith Nutter from Bolivar in the 82N. Carter Harrison from Crocker to start 16th. Dalton Keith and Tracy Killian back in row 9. Ryan Eddy and Trenton Rogers starting 19th and 20th. Christopher Watson, Clifford Lynn. Clifford did not answer the bell, but he is able to make it out for the feature. He is in the 27L. Wes Long and Eric Spreer. That will round out the field of 24 Clear Creek Golf Cars USRA B Mods. This time around, the Bill Robert Chevrolet Pace truck will turn the lights off. And the field of 24 cars will be under the control of J.C. Morton. J.C. Morton really wanted to see the rain stay away a week ago. He claimed the late model win, wanted to pull the doubleheader, get the sweep, also picking up the B-Mod win. Did not have that opportunity. Maybe tonight will be the night where he can sweep both of those features. He's got a hot rod in the late model. We'll see if this B-Mod, this Bloodline race car, second year he's been behind the wheel of a Bloodline racing chassis, Yeoman Power Plant. And the hot shoe, last year's track champion in J.C. Morton. He picked up 2 victories in 2025. 3 wins the year before that, only finished second in the point standings. He's going to look for back-to-back wins, maybe even back-to-back titles. He gets it all started in 2025 through the Lucas Oil start zone. J.C. Newell on his outside. We're underway in Wheatland. I swear that B-Mod is only 1 car width wide, but he is making it 3 cars wide, holding off John Sheets, holding off J.C. Newell, and Trevor Drake up on the high side. Gets a run up to 4th. Waylon Dimmitt behind him in 5th, and Ryan Gilmore. That's your top 6. They fan out. 3 cars, bottom side, 3 cars all run, pushing the cushion to the top side as J.C. Morton out by 4 car lengths. That equates into a half a second advantage over John Sheets. And Ryan Gilmore, who was up in the top 6, now is off the pace. He breaks in the 66. He heads to the pits as J.C. Morton builds on his lead over John Sheets up to 0.8 of a second. Another car falls to the inside, as that's the 12 of Parker Smith. He will park it on the grass. Every single lap you see that lead get bigger and bigger for J.C. Morton. Only real battle right now is for 3rd. That is J.C. Newell and Trevor Drake. At least amongst the top 5, it's side by side deeper in the pack. This is the only battle for position right now is J.C. Newell by a car length over Trevor Drake at the line. J.C. out of Buffalo, Missouri, 2 fourth-place finishes so far, the best 2 finishes he has had on the season. He was the track champion down at Dallas County Speedway back in 2021. His dad, Ben, won the Midwest Modified class that same year. And J.C. Morton now catching up with lap traffic, has already put a couple of them a lap down. John Sheets loses a couple more tenths of a second, now down by 1.7. Already crossed the halfway point. Completing lap number 12 as J.C. Morton goes underneath the Foley equipment flag stand. And the lead now up to 2 seconds to the inside of Nutter. This shows you what kind of rocket ship J.C. Morton has. He will go anywhere on the track to get around that lap traffic. Last time through 3 and 4, he was on the bottom side. This time he's just as fast, running up around the cushion. Same thing in 1 and 2 a lap ago. He was high, wide, and handsome. Now a bottom feeder, able to get around the 0-4 or 0K of Killian. Underneath the flag stand this time, completes lap number 15. 5 laps remain. Now a mess of lap traffic for J.C. Morton to navigate. The good news is he has a 2.8 second lead over John Sheets. So he doesn't have to push the envelope here much. He can pick and choose the battle that he wants. He can choose his line, and he is going to stay to the top side. May have jumped it a little bit over in 1 and 2, but now he'll get a run and have to get on the binders as sliding up in front of him was the 15. Got on the binder, stayed out of his back bumper. Now to the inside, he will start to clear that lap traffic again, and only lost about a half a second getting around those 2 lapped cars. Colson Kirk to the infield. And with 1 circuit, J.C. Morton. 1 late model win to his credit already this year, looking for his first B Mod feature win. With tears in his eyes last week, he grabbed the late model win, wanted to back it up with a B Mod feature win. He didn't get it last week, but he will this week. Ozarks Coca-Cola Dr. Pepper night at the races goes to J.C. Morton, our first feature. He will grab a B feature or B main win over John Sheets and J.C. Newell. That's your top 3. Trevor Drake and Robbie Ewing rounding out your top 5.